The world's richest families are stockpiling cash. A new report from UBS and Camden Research surveyed 360 global single and multifamily offices. Results showed about 42% are raising cash reserves. Here with us to explain, Bloomberg's Tom Metcalf, who joins from London. So, Tom, they're stockpiling cash. Just how much and just how prevalent is this sort of fear?
Yeah, there's a real sense of doom and gloom, to be honest, coming out of this admittedly typically conservative sector. So alongside this report, we spoke to a few family office managers, and they were really saying, from their point of view, that there's not much uptick really on any asset class. They think equities will fall and then stay flat. They think there'll be no real returns on bonds, and then alternative investments is going to be really tricky to invest. So as you say, they're now sort of really moving into cash. They're also deleveraging, and you know, when you put the sort of size of this family office market at about 6 trillion, that's going to feed through to the markets. They're a really important asset class, and what is striking is just how sort of pessimistic they are, particularly when you compare them maybe to the average investor.
So when you talk about alternatives, private equity, private debt, that has been sort of a stalwart in terms of performance for these family offices and others. How bullish, bearish are they on this sector going forward?
So that is the one space that, you know, they do love alternatives. I think when you include real estate with private equity and hedge funds, that comes out to about 40% of their overall allocation. So that's a pretty hefty pile. Equities at about 30. But the problem is you know, these returns, while they're probably the sector that outperformed the most, I think they got something like 15%. You know, that's a big decrease from the last few years they've been seeing, and also they're predicting, hey, this is not sustainable. And even for us, and these are the guys who manage money for billionaires, even for us, we're struggling to get the allocations we want in the funds we want.
Yeah.
So it's even for them, it's a tricky situation.
But are they allocating more or less to these strategies?
They're hoping to allocate more to private equity, but the problem is you know, they only want to do that in the top tier of funds. So you know, most of them are sort of struggling to do that, and hence there's going to be an increase in the amount they have in cash. They're going to have sitting on the sidelines.